Another pair of hands on that.
Yes, we're here at Harper Adams, a previous haunt of yours. For
Indeed, many years.
Quite a special event. Would you like to take us through what's going on there too?
Yeah, so I'm a motorsport technician, motorsport rescue technician and motorsport paramedic, and have been since I was at Harper. What we're doing today and this weekend is a training weekend for motorsport rescue and recovery. What we saw was a car literally disappear into the sky. Well, where the hell has that gone? Yeah. What are you carrying from a stabilisation point of view? If you've got a car that's about to slide off down a hillside, which you might see later on this afternoon. So, motorsport rescue and recovery are essentially specialist marshals. So they're all volunteers. They are all brought in essentially off the street, although many of us have specialist skills. I think paramedic. We as an organiser, so I'm a member of Stoke Rescue Safety Group, which runs 2 rescue units. We are essentially responsible for running our own training under the auspices of Motorsport UK. So we have to organise 2 events a year. On those events we work through a curriculum which is set by Motorsport UK, but we also have to kind of work out what additional skills people need and go beyond that curriculum. So we've got some wreckage. The wreckage that we're standing in front of is a simulated incident. It is essentially an opportunity for those rescue and recovery technicians to practice the skills that they need. So to practice cutting up cars, to practice extricating patients, to practice doing the medical treatment or the kind of packaging and transport skills that they need to support the professional paramedics who work alongside them.
And what particularly is it about Harper Adams that's drawn you here?
So Harper Adams is such a unique facility because we ideally need something that properly simulates the kind of environments that we work in. So we're standing on a farm track which pretty accurately represents the kind of forest tracks that we work on.
For sure.
But we've also got indoor facilities here, and it's that combination of indoor facility with the outdoor facilities that you have here that has made it, makes it the ideal venue for the type of stuff that we're doing today.
Yeah, that's brilliant. You've got classrooms a stone's throw from an off-road track with elevation and a forest road samples.
It
provides a perfect venue, really.
And lumps and bumps. So for recovery, we get a lot of vehicles that go off down banks and disappear into holes. So the fact that you've got an off-road track here where we've got lumps and bumps, recovery can practice stabilising things and moving things, recovering things. Absolutely perfect.
Yeah, certainly puts me at a little bit more peace of mind that everyone knows what they're doing when it comes to it. So This weekend we've got a group of about 45-50 people. So we've split them into groups and they are running through a set of medical skills. So they're doing CPR and AED. They're doing packaging, which is stabilising a patient, packaging them up so that we can move them easily, and packaging them so that they're going to be safe while we're transporting them. We've got a session on catastrophic hemorrhage, so bleed control, and we've also got a session on recovery, so looking at the equipment that a recovery unit carries and the safe use of equipment, how you check equipment.
So this morning's sessions are to discuss the immobilisation of patients using scoop stretcher, transfer to vacuum mattress and pelvic binders. This is a practical session that lasts approximately 30 minutes and it's all hands-on to demonstrate the use of the equipment.
Ready, brace, tilt.
This is the gold standard for spinal mobilisation because it's most comfortable.
So this session that we've been delivering this morning is all about CPR, cardiopulmonary resuscitation, and the use of a AED or an automated external defibrillator. So what we need to get people to recognise is when people have had a cardiac arrest, the importance of getting compressions and breaths into the casualty, and whilst we're waiting, for example, the medical services to come up and support us.
session on hemorrhage control, bleed control, looking at some of the major bleed equipment that we carry, including the Cheeto gauzes, the hemostatic dressings and gauzes, the different blast bandages, tourniquets, Oleus dressings in order to stop catastrophic or significant bleed.
The theme of this weekend is bringing together rescue and recovery, because very often we run separate training events. So rescue will run a training event without any recovery people, and recovery run a training event without any rescue people. But we have to come together. When we're working on an event, the relationship is kind of like the fire service and the ambulance service, although the division of labour is not quite the same. So a rescue unit is essentially somewhere between a fire appliance and an ambulance. It looks like an ambulance, but it carries a lot of the same equipment that a fire appliance carries. So it carries cutting equipment, it carries some firefighting equipment, and it carries some stabilisation equipment, and then all of the medical equipment that a frontline ambulance carries. The recovery guys have the facility for stabilising a vehicle. So if you've got a vehicle that is, about to slide off down a slope, which is one of the things we were practicing yesterday, then recovery are able to stabilise it. So we work together like the fire service and the ambulance service, but that division is in a slightly different place.
Yeah, and it's super important to get that cross-discipline communication,
absolutely,
and team working,
which
is what this weekend's all about, really. Just getting that working better for everyone.
Yeah, it's really easy to get siloed because we see each other on a lot of events. You see the same people on events, you see the same recovery units. We very rarely kind of sit down and go, well, okay, what are you carrying? What are your capabilities? And if we get an incident, what should you be doing and what should we be doing, and how can we help each other? So that's the purpose of this weekend, is really to kind of give an opportunity to have those conversations and work out how we work best together.
Have a safe run home.
We all do.
Yeah.